Hello, and welcome to this chair yoga class. Find yourself a sturdy chair and let's get started. We'll begin with the centering. So sitting up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Turn your palms up on your lap to feel more enlivened, down to feel more grounded. It's cold in here today. Close your eyes or look downcast. Become aware of the room you're in. Hear any of the sounds. Maybe there's a fragrance. Come in closer, feel the air in your clothing against your skin, the weight of your body against the chair. Notice the body that showed up in class today. Is it tired or energized? Hungry or satisfied? Did you get a good night's sleep or were you restless last night? The effect of the activities you've done so far today. Going deeper inside, notice the state of your mind today. Are the thoughts racing or calm? Are you able to stay focused and present, or is your mind rushing out on something you've done or something you have to do? And what about the feelings? Our feelings are stored in our body, and as we practice yoga and open up parts of our body, emotions can come forward. So we allow ourselves to feel whatever it is that's happening and know that feelings can change with us, emotions can change every 90 seconds if we don't hold on to them. So we've been practicing for a long time and we're familiar with what we're doing. And that means we don't have to focus so much on the poses. That frees our mind to go inside to observe our mental and emotional state. And we can use this practice of self-awareness and self-observation to be more effective outside of yoga class. For now, allow your awareness to go even deeper inside to that infinite ocean of silence and potential. Allow an intention to form for today's practice. And we'll begin with some sun shining breaths. Inhaling. If your shoulders don't work so well, the arms don't have to come all the way overhead. Let's interlace the hands and bring them behind the head and inhale and broaden the chest. And bring the chin in. Inhaling and opening. And exhaling and closing. Now, interestingly enough, I felt today that I wanted to breathe in and out for each movement. So I would breathe in and then move on the exhale. Just notice what your body is wanting today. Let's drop the hands down to the shoulders. And we'll do some shoulder circles. Let's reverse the circles. And rest. So notice not only how you feel physically, but also what thoughts and feelings are coming up for you. Inhaling tall, let's rotate the head and look as far around as we can. And blink the eyes as we come back. Look around the other way. Come back to center. Inhale tall, let your ear reach to one shoulder. You can drop your other hand and just let that hang, increasing the stretch. Inhale up, ear the other way. Let that hand hang. And back to center one more time. And up and ear to shoulder, and let that arm just get heavy, increasing the stretch in the side of your neck. And back to center. Let's look up and stretch up. And look down. Looking up and stretching up. And looking down, stretching the back of the neck. And come back to center. We're going to do an eye exercise, a shoulder exercise, a finger exercise, and a brain exercise all in one. Let's bring one hand up in front of us, the thumb up and the fingers slightly curled. Inhale tall, we're going to open one finger at a time as we rotate to the back of the room, reaching behind us, looking behind us, big twist. And then coming back, bringing in the pinky, ring finger, middle finger pointer, eyes following the thumb. Second set, pointer, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, big stretch. Turn your head towards your other shoulder and nod 3 times. Come back up, look back at your thumb, soft gaze as you bring your pinky in, ring finger, middle finger and pointer, and down. Notice what you're thinking and feeling now. Other side, thumb up, soft gaze, opening one finger at a time as you stretch into a spinal twist and reach back, and then coming forward one finger at a time, looking past your thumb. Inhale tall, second set. Turn your head away and bow 3 times. Look back at your hand and come back to center. And down. Inhale, both fingers up. This is working in your peripheral vision. You're looking forward with a soft gaze, but noticing when you stop being able to see your hands. Reach, 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 press your hands away, flexing the wrist, straighten, pinky, middle finger, ring finger, coming forward. Let's do a second set. Now you should be able to see your hands and the corners of your eyes when you're at 180 degrees and you're looking forward. If you can't, then you know that your peripheral vision has narrowed, and this would be a good practice to do to work on widening your peripheral vision. And take a break for a second. If you can't have your thumbs up like that, if it's not working, maybe you could do this instead, because we're going to do one more thing. And the thumbs here or here. I actually like this better. So looking at your thumbs and then looking past them as far as you can. Look at your thumbs and look far away. Look at your thumbs and look far away. Look at your thumbs, look far away, and relax. Rub your hands together and cup them over the eyes. Could you feel your eyes working? So if you've been sitting at the computer a long time or doing some other deep focus work, you might want to stop and do some eye exercises. And down. Let's reach back and grab the back of the chair, bring the shoulders back and the chest forward, stretch up. Inhale tall and forward fold, rolling down. And maybe your forward fold isn't this deep, that's okay. Inhale, roll up. You have a choice here of either reaching back and grabbing the chair, grabbing your opposite elbows, or coming into Yoga Mudra, grabbing your hands. Bring the chest forward, the shoulders back, looking up. And then slide your hands down your legs or coming into Yoga Mudra here. And inhale back up. And come back to stillness. So we always take time in our classes to notice what's happening after our poses. But today I'm inviting you, even during your asanas, to become more aware of what's going on in your thoughts and feelings. Let's widen the legs. We're going to reach the arms out, doing a 5-pointed star for a few breaths here. And then we're going to reach to one side and come back to center and then reach to the other side. So we're getting a little bit of a side stretch, but we're also working our core and we're testing our sway envelope. So the more you can sway over, the better your balance is. And the more you sway over, you're also strengthening your core, which helps you balance. And come back to center. Inhale tall, let's do a spinal twist. And spinal twist the other way. And back to center. I'm going to inhale those arms back out. Turn the palms forward and big squeeze of the shoulder blades, stretch the chest. And give yourself a hug. Broaden your back. Remember which elbow is on top, big stretch. And hug the other way. Inhale, big stretch. You can give yourself a hug again or come into eagle arms. And open, big stretch. And another hug or eagle arms on the other side. Big stretch. Give yourself a pat on the back. Inhale, open. And pat on the back the other way. One more, inhale, open. Either pat on the back or pull your arm back. And open and either pat on the back or pull your arm back. And then work on our legs and feet. So we're going to pick up one heel and then the other if we're going for a walk. And then we're going to pick up our toes and put them down. So lifting up our toes and putting them down. And let's lift one knee and then the other. You can use your hands. Okay, you can either just pick up your heels or pick up your knees. It's a little hard to switch hands that quick. So you're either picking up heels or going for a walk. And you can add opposite arms. So notice if you're able to do opposite arm and leg. If you're doing same arm and leg, switch to opposite. When babies learn to crawl, they need to learn to use opposites, and that develops their brains. So we want to develop that integrated brain here. If you want to go a little faster, you can. Faster, perhaps. Up to you. How are you feeling now? What thoughts and feelings are happening in your head and in your body? And slow it down and come to a stop. And let's do a little cat and dog. So sitting up nice and tall, we'll round the back and tuck the chin. Inhale forward. Good job. Exhale, round. Inhale, stretch. And come back to stillness. We're going to do eagle pose, and I'll show you how to do it seated in case you need to stay seated for the second half of class. So we've already worked on the arms. We're going to work on the legs. We're going to cross an ankle and squeeze those legs together, or cross the knee or hook the toe behind your ankle. Notice which knee's on top. So choose the leg position you want. Inhale up, bringing the elbow down, that the knee's on top, the other elbow comes in. You're either hugging yourself, or if you have to, the palm, back of the hands can touch, or the palms cross and touch. Lift those elbows, squeeze everything together. Look through your arms softly, so your eyes are open this one. You're developing your peripheral vision once again. Eagles can see very, very far away with great detail. So we're practicing eagle pose for our bodies and our eyes. And notice the feelings and thoughts that this evokes in you. And let's release, shake it out. Sit up tall so you can either cross your ankles, squeezing the legs together across the knees, or wrap that ankle around the other ankle, squeezing the legs together. So why are we squeezing? It's like squeezing out a rag. We're squeezing all of the blood vessels in the body here, well, in the arms and legs, and we're blocking off that blood. Inhale out, and then knee on top, elbow on bottom. Give yourself a hug or squeeze, looking through your arms. So we're squeezing everything here, and then when we release, fresh oxygenated blood pours through our body, washing away toxins and filling us with new energy. The deep breaths here as you look through your arms, shoulders down. Deep, slow breaths. What is this pose evoking in you? And release, uncross, shake it out. You need to. And come to stillness. So you can continue class in the chair or come to standing. You can stand behind your chair. I'll stand next to mine so you can see what I'm doing. So holding on to the back of the chair, we're going to do a little flow series here. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, press the hips back into a chair pose. Inhale, straighten. Inhale, arc back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, press back into chair. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Inhale, arc back. Straighten up. Pressing back into chair. Straightening up. Arc back. Straighten up. One more. Add a lunge to this. So we inhale, arc back, straighten up, chair pose, straighten up, send your right leg back, coming into lunge. Inhale, arc back, straighten up, step forward, send the other leg back, arc back, straighten up, step forward. Inhale, arc, chair pose. Right leg steps back into a lunge. Arc up. Step back. Other leg steps back. Front knee bends. Lift the chest, arc back. Step forward. Last one. Inhale, arc. And exhale, chair. Inhale, straighten. Lunge. Inhale, arc back. Step forward. Other leg lunge. Inhale, step up. Stretch up. Straighten up. Step back. Come back to Tadasana. Holding onto the chair with one hand if you need to, or none if you don't. Inhale, one arm up and stretch over. If you don't need the chair, you're holding onto your leg. Big side stretch. Inhale back to center, press down. Other side. Again, holding onto the chair if you need to. And big side stretch. Inhale and then. And step out nice and wide to a 5-pointed star. And you're either going to bring your hand to the far side of your chair and slide down your leg, or reach up as you slide down your leg. Bring your hands back to your chair, inhale, up. So you're going to slide your hand to the far side of your chair and slide down your leg, or reach up. Bring your hand to your chair, come back up. Toe heel back to Tadasana. Take it in. I'm going to pretend the chair is in front of me. So my hands are on the seat of the chair because I don't really want to do my bum. I can do it this way. Okay, so your hands are on the seat of the chair, but you're facing the chair. We're going to, this time, rather than going that way, well, that was, we're going to go down. So we're going to take, how am I going to say this? So let's go to the right. Okay. So we're going to hold the chair with the right hand and bring the left hand to the leg and slide down. There you go, that works. You can straighten that arm on the chair. There you go, that works. Just took me a while to figure out how to say it. Spin your body towards the ceiling. Inhale back up. Taking your left hand on the chair, your right hand to your left leg and slide down. Straighten your left arm. Coming into a spinal twist here. What are you thinking and feeling in this funny pose? Inhale back up. Walk yourself back up. Toe heel back. To Tadasana. We're going to do eagle pose. So again, you might want to be behind your chair for this. You may need to hold on. So we're coming into a little chair pose. I'm going to come closer for you. Okay, so you could be holding on to the chair. Going to lift your left heel. Again, this might be your pose. Find your drishti in front of you. Or crossing the legs over. Remember, your standing leg is bent. Toe is on the floor here. Either holding on or not. Inhale your arms up. The knee that's up, that's the arm that comes down. The other arm comes inside, either hugging your shoulders or coming into eagle arms. Lift those elbows a little bit, sink back into your hips a little more. Whoops. Look through your arms, developing your peripheral vision. Breathe. And release the arms. And hold on to the chair and send that leg out, give it a little shake. And come back to Tadasana, holding on to the chair or not. Notice what you're feeling, maybe some exhilaration or satisfaction at having done a more challenging asana. Maybe a little fear. You just notice without judgment and let those feelings move through us. They're information. Let's press the hips back. Pick up your right heel. Again, you could be holding onto the chair. Stay here or cross your knees, squeezing the legs together. Standing leg is bent. Inhale those arms up. And the knee that's down, that's the arm that comes in first. And then the other one. Either hugging yourself or eagle arms. Elbows lift a little. Sink back into your hips a little more. Squeeze everything together. Look through your arms. Breathe nice and slow. Notice what thoughts and feelings are coming up for you. And inhale, release. Grab the chair, step out, shake out your legs if you need to, and come to Tadasana. Let's do a forward fold, either standing or sitting. So you can do the forward fold with your head on the back of the chair, arm of the chair, the seat of the chair. Taking some nice deep breaths. Observing your inner life here. Slowly coming back up. Now you have a choice. You can do a second forward fold, or if it feels safe to you, you can come into Yoga Mudra. So Yoga Mudra, you're bringing your hands together or holding your elbows. We'll start lifting the chest and reaching up. And then you're either coming into your forward fold or bending your knees a little bit to help you as you come over. Pulling your shoulders away from your ears, your arms away from your torso, letting your head come close to your knees. And very slowly rolling back up. And holding on to the chair if you need to, or if you can, the arms float up and down. And let's come back onto our chair. Take a few breaths here to take in what we've done so far. Let's scoot forward on our chair a little bit and widen our legs. And we'll windshield wiper our knees. Walking around to the corner of our chair. Turn towards the knee that's facing closest to the chair. Either stay here or bring that knee down, or if you have the flexibility, stretch that thigh back a little bit more. Turning towards your front leg. Lifting your chest, stretching up. If you can, bring your hands into goddess position. Feel those shoulder blades coming towards each other, the tips of the shoulder blades coming under your heart to lift your chest. Bring your hands back down. If you're in this position, a twist is going to be like this, a little bit less twisty because of where that leg is. If you're in this position, you can probably twist a little further, grabbing the back of the chair and looking over your shoulder. Inhale slowly back. Bring that leg back up. Walk that foot in. Take a breath. Notice what's happening internally. And walk yourself out the other way. And you're either sitting like this, or dropping the knee, or stretching the leg back. Turning towards the knee that's closest to the chair. Sitting up nice and tall. You do a little arc back. And if you can, bringing your hands into goddess pose. And come on back down. So again, if you're sitting like this, your twist is going to be a little more challenging because you don't want to, well, I don't know. I guess you could let that flop. But just pay attention to your body, how far you can twist comfortably. If the knee is down, it's probably easier to go further. Holding onto the side or the back of your chair and rotating. Inhale back to center. Bring that leg out. Toe, heel back. Sit back on your chair for a few breaths. Observe your inner life. Again, I'm going to sit up a little forward. I'm going to pick up one knee, either picking up the heel or bringing that knee all the way in, or bringing my nose to my knee. Inhale out. Change sides. Pick up the heel or pick up the knee or nose to knee. Do a second set. Last one. And then we'll do a spinal twist again. I'm going to bring the hand across the leg and push back. Inhale back to center. Bring the hand across, use the side or the back of your chair. And back to center. You can stay with that variation or pick up a knee. Take your opposite hand and hug the knee in, and then spinal twist. Inhale back to center. And do the same first one, or pick the knee up and hug it. Spinal twist. Inhale back to center and down. One last forward fold. Let's stretch the legs out with the toes turned upward and slide down towards your legs. Inhale up. Get what you need for Shavasana. And sit back in your chair. Close your eyes and go inside. And this is where we allow our intention to go inward. So while we might have thoughts and feelings, our main focus is the silence between those thoughts and feelings. Stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, slowly begin to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Gently move and stretch in whatever way feels good to you. Bring your hands together and rub them briskly, building up healing energy. And cup the hands over the eyes. Blink the eyes behind the hands. Release the hands. Come back into the room. Namaste.